the salt-kissed air, the rhythmic crash of waves. These were the sounds of Kadira's childhood. Born in a small coastal village in southern Sri Lanka, the vast Indian Ocean was his backyard. The sea whispered to him, beckoned him. Even as a toddler, his eyes were drawn to the horizon. He dreamt of boats and fish, of adventures on the open water. Kadira was destined to be a fisherman. His village, nestled amidst swaying palm trees and vibrant coral reefs, lived and breathed the sea. The villagers, tanned and weathered, carried the wisdom of generations of fishermen. Theirs was a life intertwined with the ocean's ebb and flow. Kadira's father, a seasoned fisherman himself, recognized his son's yearning. He saw the spark in his eyes whenever the fishing boats returned with their hauls. At the age of 10, Kadira began his apprenticeship. His classroom was the sturdy outrigger canoe, his teacher the relentless ocean. His father, stern but patient, taught him the ways of the water. He learned to read the currents, to understand the language of the wind, to respect the power of the sea. Each day brought new lessons. Kadira learned to cast nets, to mend them with nimble fingers. He learned to identify different fish species, to navigate by the stars. His young muscles grew strong, his spirit resilient. The sea was in his blood now, a legacy passed down from father to son. Amongst the many fishing techniques, it was stilt fishing that captivated Kadira's imagination. This unique Sri Lankan tradition, perched precariously on stilts planted in the seabed, resonated with him. It demanded patience, balance, and an intimate knowledge of the tides. Kadira embraced the challenge, spending hours observing the experienced stilt fishermen. He studied their movements, their unwavering focus, the way they became one with the rhythm of the ocean. With unwavering determination, Kadira mastered the art. He learned to climb the slender stilts, to find his balance as the waves crashed around him. His casts became accurate, his catches abundant. Soon he wasn't just a fisherman, he was an artist, painting the seascape with his skill. Word of Kadira's exceptional skills spread through the village and beyond. His catches were legendary, his knowledge of the sea unmatched. He became known as Kadira, the provider, for he always returned with enough to feed his family and share with others. His success wasn't solely due to skill, it was his deep respect for the ocean and its creatures. He fished sustainably, never taking more than what was needed. He understood the delicate balance of the ecosystem and became its guardian. Kadira's wisdom extended beyond fishing. He could predict the weather, guide lost boats back to shore, and settle disputes with fairness. He became a leader, his counsel sought by villagers and elders alike. Kadira the fisherman had become Kadira the leader. Section 5. The Wrath of the Sea. Then, on a fateful December morning, the sea that had always nurtured them showed its terrifying power. The waves, which once gently kissed the shore, now roared with an unrelenting fury. The 2004 tsunami, a monstrous wall of water, crashed into the Sri Lankan coast, leaving behind a trail of devastation. It was a force of nature that no one could have anticipated, a nightmare that unfolded in broad daylight. Kadira, perched on his stilt, witnessed the unimaginable. The horizon, once a serene line, was now a chaotic blend of water and sky. He clung to the swaying pole as the waves roared around him, his heart pounding with fear and disbelief. The very sea that had provided for him was now threatening to take everything away. The sea, once his sanctuary, had transformed into a raging beast. Its once familiar rhythms were now violent and unpredictable. When the waters receded, the village lay in ruins. The landscape, once vibrant with life, was now a scene of desolation. Homes were reduced to rubble, boats smashed to pieces, lives lost to the unforgiving sea. The community, once tight-knit and thriving, was now fragmented and in mourning. The salty air, once invigorating, now carried the stench of death and despair. The scent of the ocean was now a grim reminder of the tragedy that had unfolded. Kadira had survived, but his world, his village, his way of life lay shattered. The future was uncertain, and the path to rebuilding seemed insurmountable. Section 6. Rebuilding from the ruins. The tsunami had taken much, but it could not break Kadira's spirit. He mourned the losses, his heart heavy with grief, but amidst the wreckage he saw resilience, a shared determination to rebuild. Kadira, with his quiet strength, became a beacon of hope. He organized the villagers, rallying them to clear debris, rebuild homes and tend to the injured. His knowledge of the sea helped locate missing fishing gear and salvage what remained. The road to recovery was long and arduous, yet day by day, with each act of courage and kindness, the village began to heal. The tsunami had tested their spirit, but also revealed their strength. It showed the power of community, of shared grief and shared hope. Section 7. A Guardian of Tradition. As the village slowly returned to normalcy, a new challenge emerged: modernization. Large-scale fishing operations with their trawlers and indiscriminate nets threatened the delicate balance of the ocean. Traditional fishing methods, the very essence of their way of life, were being overshadowed. Kadira watched with growing concern, his heart heavy with the potential consequences. He knew he had to act, to become a guardian of his heritage. Kadira began by speaking to the young fisherman. He shared his knowledge, his love for the sea, and the importance of sustainable fishing. He reminded them that the ocean was not just a resource to be exploited, but a living being to be respected. Section 8. Sharing the Ways of the Sea. Kadira's message resonated beyond the village, reaching far and wide. He began to receive invitations from schools, universities, and even government agencies, eager to learn from his vast knowledge. He shared his stories, his experiences, and his wisdom with anyone who would listen, captivating audiences with his passion. He spoke passionately about the need to preserve traditional fishing methods, to protect the marine ecosystem, and to ensure that future generations could experience the joy of fishing as he had. His words were a call to action. His words, simple yet profound, touched the hearts of many, inspiring them to take part in preserving their heritage. Kadira's message extended beyond words, becoming a movement within the community. He organized workshops, teaching young people the art of stilt fishing, net making, and traditional boat building. These workshops were more than just lessons, they were a bridge to the past. He believed that by passing down these skills, he was not just preserving a tradition, but also fostering a connection with the sea, a sense of responsibility towards its well-being. Kadira's efforts ensured that the legacy of the sea would live on through the hands and hearts of the younger generation. Section 9. Kadira's Net of Influence. Kadira's efforts did not go unnoticed. His work attracted the attention of environmental organizations and tourism operators. They saw in him a powerful advocate for sustainable tourism, a bridge between the modern world and the traditional way of life. Tourists, eager for authentic experiences, flocked to his village. They came to witness the unique spectacle of stilt fishing, to listen to Kadira's stories, to learn about the local culture and marine life. Kadira welcomed them with open arms, seeing it as an opportunity to share his heritage with the world. He ensured that the tourism activities were conducted responsibly, minimizing the impact on the environment and respecting the local culture. Section 10. A Legacy Etched in Time. Kadira, the fisherman, had become Kadira, the teacher, the conservationist, the cultural ambassador. His life, once defined by the boundaries of his fishing net, had expanded to encompass the world. He had witnessed the best and worst that the sea had to offer, experienced both its bounty and its fury. Yet, his love for the ocean never wavered. It fueled his resilience, his determination to protect it, to ensure its harmony for generations to come. Kadira's story is not just his own, it is the story of his village, of Sri Lanka, of the delicate balance between humanity and nature. It is a story of resilience, of hope, of the enduring power of tradition in a rapidly changing world. Section 11. The Enduring Spirit of Kadira. The sun sets on the Sri Lankan coast, painting the sky with hues of orange and purple, casting a warm glow over the tranquil waters. The waves crash gently on the shore, their rhythm a constant reminder of life's ebb and flow, a soothing melody that has echoed through generations. Kadira's legacy lives on, woven into the fabric of his village, imprinted on the hearts of those he touched. His wisdom and courage are celebrated in the stories shared by the local fishermen. His story continues to inspire, reminding us that even the smallest voice can make a difference, that tradition and progress can coexist, and that the sea, in all its power and beauty, deserves our respect and protection. The children playing near the sea are a testament to his enduring influence. Long after the last fishing boat has returned to shore, long after the stars have emerged in the night sky, the spirit of Kadira remains. The legendary fisherman of Sri Lanka will continue to watch over the sea, a silent guardian of its treasures and a beacon of hope for generations to come. His presence is felt in the gentle breeze, the whispering waves, and the enduring traditions of his people.